And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. Welcome aboard. Let's get it down here to we can roll here again on this beautiful November morning. Got it. Let's see. Where am I going? I'm going down to this one. I'm going to right there. And there he is. And here he is. Good morning to you. We're live. I want to get him started before he has to go because he can't stay long. We got lots going on. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Morning. Doing great.
Doing great.
Had a good weekend.
Had a great weekend. Yeah. How about that Tennessee-Georgia game? What'd you think?
I was a little surprised, but I mean, playing in Athens, that's like playing in Knoxville for teams.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it is hostile.
Yeah.
And from what I could tell, I don't think the Georgia fans sat down one play.
No.
They probably didn't sit down during the timeout.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a tough place to play. But the cool thing about moving forward for the Vols, they're in it.
Yeah.
They're still in it.
They're in it. Okay.
LSU whooped up on Alabama. Clemson lost to Notre Dame, which I thought was a surprise.
Yeah.
Then you got Michigan and Ohio State got to play each other. So it's the Vols can win out, which they should.
Yeah.
Then they're sitting at number 4, I think.
I'm getting ready to find that for you. So
I know they've got one. I think Sports Illustrated predicted a Tennessee-Georgia matchup in the Peach Bowl. No, I'm sorry, Tennessee-Ohio State matchup in the Peach Bowl.
top 25 out this week. Here's your new top 25. Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, TCU, and Tennessee at number 5. So there you go.
Yeah, it's kind of what we thought after they lost. That's what I thought. TCU, I don't know. I don't know if they can.
Strength of schedule.
Yeah, I don't know if they can. I mean, Tennessee's got the hardest schedule in the country. So
Yeah.
they're still alive.
Very much alive, live and kicking. Absolutely, they're live and kicking. So
Yeah.
got Missouri coming up Saturday. Should be you got them in South Carolina, Vanderbilt.
Don't sleep on Missouri.
Yeah. What?
Don't sleep on
No.
Missouri.
No.
They beat my Kentucky Wildcats. Barely beat them on a crazy play Saturday, which they're down. They're hurt. A lot of injuries on the Wildcats team. But the Vols don't sleep on Missouri. Missouri had Georgia beat at their place early in the season, about fourth game maybe, something like that. And Georgia pulled it out, but I think it's 26-22. So Missouri's they got a good defense, and they got a few offensive weapons too. So Tennessee better be ready to play.
Must be doing something right. He's got a contract extension. The coach did.
He did. He sure did.
Sure
Yeah.
did. So Missouri's guys doing good because they've asked him to come on and stay on. So there you go.
Yep.
That's good stuff.
Yep.
We are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Some changes coming. Tell me what's going on.
What's not going on
Yeah.
here? This place has been inside upside down since July. So obviously the drive-through got done, double lanes, dual speaker boxes and all that, and then got kitchen work done, total regrout of the kitchen floors, and then starting Friday night they're going to demo the dining room and retile the whole dining room. So Chick-fil-A corporate we're in the cycle of remodel from our been open 11 years and doing remodels, and they keep everything fresh and new and up to date. So luckily it's not something I've got to worry about. They do it all.
Just get out of the way.
Their general contractors come in and do all the work, and so next week we will be closed in the dining room only. Drive-through will be open, so you can still use the drive-through, but inside the dining room, starting Saturday morning, we will not be open inside.
Yeah, for a week.
But come on to the drive-through.
Yep. And once it's done, it'll be brand new. Got the new floor, which is
That's right.
long overdue, right?
Yep. I think we've been waiting on it for about a year. So supply chain and different hurdles get in the way, but it's going to be done.
Yeah.
It's going to look nice.
Saturday. Oh yeah.
Yep.
So, and then we'll put the tree up in here, and it'll be Christmas.
That's
It's
right.
Christmas outside.
Yep.
So no sense putting the tree up and taking it back down to do
That's
the
right.
floors, and so.
That's right.
So next Saturday, starting this coming Saturday to Saturday, the dining room will be closed while they're redoing the floors. So, and come back in a big. You said like kind of a gray look, charcoal.
It's kind of a
look?
gray look to it. Yeah. So it's going to kind of match the padding there on the booths and all that. So it'll actually look better than what we have now for sure.
Yeah. There you go.
It'll brighten things up a little bit too. Be a lighter colors. So
What about your World Series? What'd you think?
I don't think it was a surprise. Phillies were a streaky team. You know, they were mediocre at best, middle of the season.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Braves were last year. You know,
Yeah.
they just didn't pull it out like the Braves did. But I mean, the Astros. We got one of the best MLB guys to ever, put on a uniform as a player and a manager, Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker, yeah.
He's as solid as a rock, and
I'm glad he won.
it's fun to see, a guy that came up, played for the Braves back in the day. So I think he drafted by the Braves, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, yeah, it's good. And when you beat the Yankees like the Astros did, sweep them like that, I mean,
Pretty impressive.
it's yeah. They're just good. I mean, there's no way, two ways to put it. They're just flat good.
Verlander stepped up. We need to step up. And that was good too. So
I didn't realize that was his first World Series win.
yeah, it was.
As good as he's been in his career.
Yeah.
So I'm not a huge Astros fan, but they
Give props.
good ball club.
Yeah.
Real good ball club.
Yep. So let's see what we got here. So talk about Christmas a little bit, would you please?
Yep. Christmas party trays. We got some elf cows that are really neat. You can come in and buy those for loved ones, friends, co-workers. It's an elf cow. It's got like Christmas pajamas on, and they're really neat. And then if you're getting gift cards, we also have a little mini plush cow that holds your gift card for you. Those are, I think, $2.99.
Yeah.
And the big cow $6.99. So you can put these gift card holders on the tree. They got little hooks on them, like an ornament.
Can you
So
bring
can
me
hang
one
them
in a
on the
minute?
tree. Yep, we'll get you one to look at it.
One of the elves too, and
Yep.
I love the little card too. Making a list, chicken it twice.
That's right.
I love that. That's so
right.
cool. We were talking before the show. Why couldn't we thought of that? We've been making a mint, dog. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Be the TNT and TNT gone.
That's right.
Where's Tommy and Tommy? Oh, we're somewhere.
That's right.
Over the rainbow. We ain't here.
That's exactly right.
We're somewhere counting our money.
Yeah.
Making a list and chicken it twice. I love that. That's really cool. That's what's on the gift card. You'll bring back one of those. In fact, Molly's on here. We'll let Molly. She's got all that for us. She'll show us here in a minute. We recorded her last week. So, how about the band, state champion band? Is that not awesome?
No surprise.
Oh man, they're awesome. Ooh, they were good.
Elliott had it going on.
Yep.
There's no question.
Yep.
But Mr. Valentine comes in and he just raises it another level.
Yeah. In his second year.
He raised it another level, and good for him. And we support our band, and we're glad to do what we can for them.
Awesome.
Some of the hardest working kids. You think football's tough? Join the band.
Amen.
But those kids, they are sold out.
Proof's in the pudding.
And I mean, they just dominated the whole competition.
Yeah.
Percussion,
Everything.
flag corps.
Yeah.
I
everything.
mean, just dominated.
Kicked
So,
it, took names.
That's right.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
what
Well, no
came
backing
down
up
to.
and punting. They scored.
No.
They scored in every possession.
Hammer time.
No punts.
Drop the hammer. I loved it. State championship.
Yep.
Betsy Band. In fact, he's going to be here. Valentine's coming to bring the trophy at 12:30.
Oh,
and
great.
Show
Yeah.
off the trophy and brag. And we live streamed the show. Their last performance on Thursday night had about 1,000 people at the stadium. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Place was nuts. It was a beautiful night for it. But
Right.
it was a really, really good send off. And they went down there and mopped up. They Swiffered. They mopped them.
That's right.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
That's right.
You doing good? I like the beard, man. I really like. Does Mary like it? I like it.
I guess
Yeah. Does it matter?
she hadn't kicked me out, so I'm good.
There you go. I guess you haven't been kicked out of your own home. That's a good
Yeah,
sign.
yeah, they're
That's a
okay
good sign.
with it.
You're in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Appreciate you, man. Gift cards.
Come get gift cards. You can use those anywhere. And then when you get these get-togethers, come and get some nuggets, some cookies, some brownies. If you hadn't had our brownies, you're missing out. I'm telling you.
Amen.
They are as good as a brownie that you could ever want to eat.
As good as advertised.
Cool Wrap trays, salad trays, chicken strips. Remember, you can get your favorite sauces, throw those chicken strips in a skillet and toss them. Make kind of a boneless wing out of them. We had that Saturday at our house during the game.
Oh, really?
By the way, got some sriracha, some barbecue.
Mm.
So yeah,
I like me some sriracha. That's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
So, all that coming up. We're loaded for bear. We're ready. We got Leslie here. Joseph's here. Andrew's going to be here. Zach Benfield's going to join us, the Cloudland coach. We're also going to be joined by Sean Witten and also Mr. Valentine bringing that state championship trophy. So we're loaded for bear for guests today.
gonna be a great day.
When we say Chick-fil-A, it's like I'll be there. In fact, sometimes you call them and say, "Can you come? We're going to be Chick-fil-A." They're running up. They're coming.
They're already in the door.
They're out the door. And I hang up and go, "I just hung up with you. You walked in the door."
That's
so
right.
They're sitting in the parking lot, hoping today was where we're going to be.
That's
And every
right.
Monday we're here.
That's right.
Love coming here. Thank you for letting us come too.
Thanks for what you do.
Yep. Quick break. We'll be right back. Leslie's going to join us from Sycamore Shoals State Park. Sycamore State next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
As soon as Mr. Steve walks in, it's like a ray of sunshine has entered our restaurant.
Sure is nice to hear.
For his 100th birthday, we wanted to do it as big as possible.
That was someday, I'll tell you.
Customers came in, brought gifts and cards.
When I walked in and they all clapped, that was quite a surprise to me.
It's a really warm feeling in your heart to know that your father's got other people looking out for him.
We decided to give him free Chick-fil-A for life.
One of my main reasons I want to live forever.
I think you got it in you.
I walked into Chick-fil-A completely outnumbered. My husband was away at military leadership training, and the kids were doing this. Miss Carol brought me water, something to eat, and then before I knew it, she was tying Margot's shoes up and carrying her out to the car.
It always makes me feel good if I help somebody.
I went in the next day because I just wanted to make sure she knew how much I appreciated her help.
I'm just so glad there was somebody there when she really needed it.
That's gonna go on my refrigerator.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by, our buddy Leslie from Sycamore Shoals State Park. Good morning, young lady. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you for
excited after this past weekend.
Was that not awesome?
I know.
Come with the band?
I was a band member.
Oh, were you really?
I was.
Awesome. They
in
were.
the 70s.
Mr. Valentine's coming to show us off the trophy and talk, and it's awesome. So, lots going on at Sycamore Shoals State Park. I can tell you that she's highlighted things. Goodness gracious. So, Carter Mansion Tours coming up. Got another one coming up this week, as a matter of fact. The Ranger-led bike rides coming up tomorrow on Election Day.
Still got 3 slots open.
3 of those. The Tomahawk Throwing Workshop. We have 2 of those left, right?
2. That means you could
Me,
go.
me and Andrea.
There
Go
you
down and
go.
throw it. Yeah, we
There
throw
you go.
tomahawks. Yeah, that would be good. Let's see, the Autumn Heritage Festival.
That's a big one. That's this weekend.
Tell us about that, would you
Okay,
please?
we've got the Autumn Heritage Festival and Colonial Harvest Celebration. We'll have reenactors down in the fort. They'll be living life like they did in the 1700s, dressed out. We'll have spinners, weavers, inkle weaving people up in the actual building itself, and they'll be selling things for Christmas, and they'll be weaving, spinning like they did back in the 1700s. So really interesting. It's all about celebrating, having autumn over with, and the crops would have been in by then. And so that's a big celebration this weekend coming up.
Yeah, the Colonial Harvest Celebration, the Fall Fiber Show, and the Fall Gnome Needle Felting Beginners Class. Is that correct?
One of the ladies that does one of the different, I don't know what you call it. She does like an art, and she's going to show you how to do that. But the cost of that's $55 if you want to do the class. That's during the whole thing this weekend. So.
But the Colonial Harvest Celebration from 10 to 4 Saturday, Sunday 10 to 3. Same for the Fall Fiber Show.
Yes.
Is there a cost to get into that?
No, just if you want to take that one class.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, one of the coolest things they do every year, I think, is the Watauga Valley Art League Winterfest Art Show. We'll have her back on and talk about that again, but that starts on November the 20th. This is a really cool thing. Tell us about that.
Well, they'll be completely overtaking the gathering room in the Visitor Center. They'll have art on the floors, art on the walls. It'll be everywhere, and it will be for sale as well if you want to purchase it for Christmas presents.
Yep. And I've done that before. I went and bought artwork. And
Did
gave
you?
It, oh, yes, I've done it before, absolutely. The guy named Ken, somebody who always paints the horses.
Doak.
Yep.
No, that was the other Ken. Ken Doak he does something else, but I know who you're talking about.
I think his last name starts with a K too, the Ken K something. I can't remember, but yeah.
He does a good job.
It's been several years ago, but yeah, I bought several pictures over there, walked through, and you all have all the trees up and all that. It's awesome.
Not yet, but we will.
For this, I mean, for this.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
for this.
for
That's
that.
what I'm talking about, yeah. Trees are up when you come in for this, and it's awesome. It'll be starting on November the 20th, which would be, what's today? It's 7th. So that would be 2 weeks from yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yep, 2 weeks from yesterday. So that's what's going on there. Again, at Sycamore Shoals, we'll get her back in. Christmas at the Carter Mansion in December.
This is
Christmas
a big
reindeer
one.
sewing class.
Yep, and the Christmas at Carter Mansion, I just want to say real quick, they can go ahead and get online now and register for slots. They're going fast.
Are they really?
Fast, yes. But it will be Christmas and Christmas traditions. You'll be greeted and met by John and Elizabeth Carter as you come in the door, and it's at night. They're candlelight tours, and you will see Carter Mansion in all its splendor and glory for Christmas.
Yeah. It's awesome, folks. I'm telling you. All this going on again at Sycamore Shoals State Historic Park right down the street here. The Ranger-led bike ride is tomorrow. $5 to do that. The Tomahawk Towing Workshop. Andrea's here. We may see if she's going. They got two.
He wants to go with you.
Tomahawk Towing, you in? There you go. There you
There's
go.
the last 2 slots.
We're in. We're taking. We are going Tomahawk Towing for $5. How many do you get to throw?
A whole bunch. A whole
Really?
hour's worth. Yeah. Yep.
I could tow those. That'd
There
be
you
good.
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tomahawk Towing tomorrow. I'm sorry, Wednesday. Then, of course, the biggie she's talking about. They hit it one more time. This is the Autumn Heritage Festival coming up on the 12th and the 13th. The Colonial Harvest Celebration, and then the Fall Fiber Show.
All at the same time.
All at the same time. So join the festivities at Fort Watauga. The militia gather to celebrate recent victories in the war for independence. So you'll walk in and see it as it was back in the 1700s, right? And then also that's the Colonial Harvest Celebration this weekend, free. Then also the Fall Fiber Show, planning the winter projects and handmade holiday gifts. Spend a day visiting the region's finest fiber producers and artists. Workshops, vendors with handmade items for sale, raw fibers, and demonstrations of spinning, weaving, and more. There you go.
There you go.
Good stuff. Thank you for coming by.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Will you come back next Monday? Let's keep going.
I will. We'll just keep going.
We're in the holidays now.
There you go.
Something
It's
every
busy,
week.
Busy,
Just
busy.
plan on it every week.
All right.
Every Wednesday. Every Monday.
Okay. Sounds good.
Will you?
Will do. See ya.
She's so good. She's so nice. We'll take a
Yes.
quick break. We'll be right back. We've got Joseph. He's eating lunch. We'll get him coming up in a second. Rick will join us coming up next. He'll be right here from the good folks for the Boys and Girls Club right after this break here in the Tom Taylor Sports. Your plushes.
Okay.
Let's go with this
So
one.
this year is our holiday plush cow. They are $6.99 plus tax. You can get them while supplies last from now until Christmas. And then we also have this drummer boy one left over from last year. We still have a couple of those left if you're interested in buying those as well. They make great little white elephant gifts, or you can buy a gift card and give somebody a plush cow as well, if you have any kind of holiday parties to go to, or if you just have a friend who loves Chick-fil-A so much.
Hi. Hi, Chick-fil-A. Okay, moving along. Those are $6.99. All right. Gift cards. Tell us about this.
We have that's our new holiday design for the gift cards. You can get those anytime now through when supplies last. We think we have about 1,000 of those. You can get any monetary value up there from $2 to $1,000 on there. So just stop by and you can get up to 3 through the drive-through. But if you want more than 3, we ask that you come into the dining room.
Making a list of chicken it twice. I love it. All right, those are the gift cards.
Those are the gift cards, yes.
Yep. And we've also got coming up November the 14th, the holiday milkshake. Tell me about that.
Yes, the peppermint chip milkshake will be here on November 14th, and then coming with that, right now we are pre-selling our tortilla soup, so you can get tortilla soup now, but it'll be here all the way through the holidays as well. So we've got tortilla soup for a while, so come and get that as well if you like more chicken spicy soup.
The phone number is 297-1266, 297-1266 to order your trays, and there's the trays. Tell me about them.
You can get a mac and cheese tray. Those are usually a big hit at parties. We also have a fruit tray and a salad tray for our sides. And then you can also get a cold sub tray. It comes with grilled chicken on a sub bun with Colby Jack cheese and honey roasted barbecue and lettuce and tomato. It's really good. You can only get that through catering. You can't buy that in the store. Of course, we have our nuggets and our chicken strips, and then we also have our Cool Wrap trays if you're wanting a more fresh option, more grilled chicken like that. And you can also get our chicken mini trays. Those are only until 10:30 though. For dessert, we have our brownie and cookie trays, and we also have a 6-count cookie if you're not wanting to buy 12 or 24 of those. And if you have a party, say on Sunday, you can get a chilled nugget tray, so we'll cook it for you, we'll chill it and give it to you in a metal pan, and you just have to pop it in the oven, and we'll give you the baking instructions and warm it up for your party the next day.
There you go. 297-1266 is the number to call, right?
Yeah, that's the number to call, and you can also place catering orders online it's chickfil-a.com/catering, and you'll just select the Elizabethton store.
Yep. And then talk about the mobile app.
The mobile app, it's a real efficient way to be able to place your order however you would like it through our mobile app. You earn points that way as well that you can redeem for free food later on once you've earned enough points. And you can just kind of take it and run with it. Some people can get a whole free meal for their whole family after they've accumulated so many points. It's a really great way to use it.
297-1266 is the number to call. So the holiday gift cards are out. We showed you that. Making a list and checking it twice. There it is. Got those in any increment from 0 up to whatever you want to put on it. Mary Chicken Doll for $6.99. That's this year. And last year's some carryovers are the Drummer Boy cow. And it says March to More Chicken. There you go. And so that's $6.99 what we have left of those. The peppermint milkshakes here November the 14th. And the holiday trays we talked about, 297-1266. Great job.
Thank you.
Molly Tipton with Chick-fil-A, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here again at Chick-fil-A. And look who's joined us from the Boys and Girls Club. Miss Shelley, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great.
Yeah.
Glad you came by.
I'm always like coming by.
I like you coming by. You're a nice lady. I appreciate you very, very much. I'm a nice man. You're a nice lady. Oh,
we're just full of compliments.
Aren't we? We're just syrupy, sugary sweet is what we are.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Kindness is good.
It is kindness is good. Yeah. All right. Learning loss and the end of the year giving. What's going on in the Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah. Well, now more than ever, the club, kids in general, families need our wonderful, generous community. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the learning loss when all the new data has just come out, and our kids at all grade levels have experienced tremendous post-COVID learning loss. I mean, we expected some of that, but the numbers are astronomical, and so we're gearing up at the club to and have a bigger impact on that. We have an intense reading and math program. We've added more tutors. I have a new education coordinator. We're going to be open during those remote learning days that the county has. And so we want to make sure that we're doing whatever we can to help prevent more learning loss and actually get our kids back up to grade level, get our kids where they need to be in math and reading, those basic courses, but also helping our families navigate through this time. We're still experiencing unemployment with some of our families in this area. We're also experiencing, food deprivation. This economy is hard for all of us. So the club is there to help. We want to help in any way that we can. So now more than ever, our kids need our donors. They need our community to, give at the year end. This is the time to do it. Citizens Bank is doing a challenge campaign for us this year. They will match your dollar for dollar up to $20,000.
Wow.
So I'm asking everyone to join us in that challenge and, meet Citizens Bank's challenge. I mean, it's a wonderful thing. It's a double bang for your buck.
Absolutely. I give 10, they give 10. I give 100, they give 100, right? They match it.
That's right.
Wow, that is awesome. For how long?
Up to 20,000. So until we get to our goal.
Till 20,000? All right.
Oh,
bless your heart.
I think it choked me up.
Yeah. I choked you up?
The whole idea of
yeah.
that kind of giving. I mean, that's just such a generous.
It is a generous giving.
Yep. And so they're going to do that for the club kids. I think it's great that they're doing it for the community. I mean, I feel the challenge. Mm-hmm. You feel the challenge,
mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Got to have it. Got to help these kids.
So join us. Join Citizens Bank in this giving.
Yeah. So how do we do that?
You can go to our website directly to bgcecc.org. You can call us. You can mail it in. Any way that's convenient for you.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Let's say hello to some folks here. Rick's going to join us here in just a second. Shelley's got a frog. I get those all the time.
Sorry.
No, you don't apologize. Can't help it. Reba Whitehead, Jonathan and Kim Morton, Carrie Reed, Charlie Hutchins, Everett Wagner, you guys watching, thank you very much. We're live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton again on this gorgeous Monday. It's a little overcast, but loving the temperature, 70-some degrees.
It's beautiful.
Unfortunately, it's not going to stay that way, but that's okay. We're going to enjoy it while we got it. I think this time next week it's going to be in the 40s, which it should be. It's November. Did you set your clock back yesterday? Did you do it right?
And
it right?
that 1 hour felt like the day was so much longer.
Yeah, it
was
did.
just 1 hour.
I got up this morning, it's daylight. I'm thinking, really?
Yeah.
But now it's going to get dark early.
Yeah.
That's okay. So a lot of good things going on at the club.
Yeah.
Rick's going to come by and talk to us from the athletic standpoint. So matching up to $20,000 by Citizens Bank. And again, if you give $20, just know it's $40.
That's right.
You double your money. If you give $10, know it's $20.
It's exciting. And
I
any
can't
amount
give
matters.
I can't give but $5. That's $10.
Matters. It matters.
Yeah, it all adds up.
matters. It does. It really does. And that's the truth.
My father used to say, as all nickels makes dimes, dimes make quarters, quarters make dollars. All adds up.
It does. And for us, it does tremendously. So and this community's been so generous to us. So I'm so excited for Citizens Bank to put this challenge campaign out there for us.
It's very gracious for them to do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're big supporters of the club.
Yes, they are.
And our mission.
Thank you, lady.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
See you next month.
Yeah, you bet.
First Monday of the month, you'll be
We'll
here.
be here.
Yep. Mr. Anderson, come on down. You're the next contestant on the new Price is Right.
Thank you.
Always wanted to say that. Come on down, Rick Anderson. You're the next contestant. And Joseph Taylor, get ready. You're coming in next, Bubba. And then coming in to bring it in is the Tomahawk Throw and Lady of the Western World, Andrea Lewis. Go on, let's go. We're ready. Let's roll. We're rocking and rolling. Yeah, we've got to get you in here.
Okay, yes,
Talk
sir.
about the good things going on athletically.
All
the
right.
Boys and Girls Club. What's going on?
Well, we had just finished up a successful soccer season. Had over 200 kids participate, and that ended up this past Saturday. Had our championship games and everything, so it was just a tremendous season. We thank all of our coaches and players and parents, everybody for coming down, all of our sponsors that helped us out, and again, it was just a great year.
Yeah. So you had a lot of great participation. Kids got better.
Yes.
Parents appreciate what you did. It's a win-win for everybody.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
We have a lot of good people associated with our program right now, so it just went really well. It went smooth all year long, and we look forward to coming back in the spring and doing it again.
Yep. So what's up next now?
We're taking basketball registrations right now. We've kind of changed our format a little bit this year. We're kind of doing our skills and drills with all of our kids, and we're going ages 5 through 10. And then, of course, we'll divide them up and we'll do our games and stuff like that. But we liked our skills and drills so much for our younger kids, we thought we would just offer that for our 7 and 8s, 9 and 10s also for this year. And just we bring in area coaches, we bring in past coaches, Coach Duggar, Coach Harden, name a few that have come in and really helped us out with our teaching our fundamentals, our skills, and we drill them a little bit. And it's just an exciting time for them.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. At their age, the younger set, you got to get them the fundamentals.
You have to. You've got to build that strong foundation.
Absolutely. No question.
Today's society, we're all about getting things a little quick. We want that instant gratification, and sometimes we don't get that with these young kids, and it's just a kind of a slower process. If you want them to develop into really love and have passion for the game, you've got to do these things. You've got to teach them the fundamentals. You got to let them love the game. You don't want to put them in situations that they can't handle.
Yep.
Alarming statistic is 70% of kids that start playing sports quit by the time they're 13. So
Didn't know that.
And the big deal on that is it quits being fun for them. And the number one reason for that was they are put in situations that they can't handle.
Be successful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we want to try to prepare these kids. We want to send them on to successful middle school and high school careers. And we just think starting them out like this, teaching fundamentals, preparing them, letting them have fun, and letting them enjoy the game, it's just a great way to start for young kids.
I couldn't agree with you more, folks. It's all about, in this case, basketball. Dribbling, shooting, playing defense, how to fight through picks, basic stuff, right?
Yeah, just passing, catching.
Passing, catching.
We get kids, that come up to the high school that struggle with those things, and so if these kids can learn that and develop that in a fun environment, doing it for them, then they'll just that passion for the game will grow, and they'll love it, and they'll just continue to process, and they won't be one of that 70% that
falls
gives
through the cracks.
it up. Yes.
Yeah. How do we get signed up? What's the ages again?
We're doing 5 through 10 right now.
5 through 10.
We may, depending on what happens later on, add an older division or something like that if there's enough interest in that. They can come to the website, bgcecc.org, and there's a basketball registration link. Link that and just get signed up and get ready to go.
Ready to go.
Is
that easy?
Yeah, we got through in registration November 11th.
Which is
Friday.
Friday, is that right?
Friday, I think.
Should know that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's Anderson County football game.
Yes.
Friday night. So you have until Friday to get signed up.
Yes.
And then at that point, we turn around and start pretty quickly.
With that, we'll get our coaches together, see what kind of numbers we have, see how many teams we're going to have, and start getting the process going. And then we'll let them practice for a while, and then we'll come in and start our skills and drills, and then we'll start playing some games.
Love it, love it, love it. Ages 5
through 10.
Through 10.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And one more time, how do we get signed up?
Go to the webpage, bgcecc.org. Okay, that's just the initial of the Boys Girls Club Elizabeth and Carter County.org, and go to the athletic page, and there's a link there, and it'll take you right to the site and get signed up. And we look for having a good number and teaching these kids to love the game of basketball.
You got it. Thank you, sir. Stop
Yes, sir.
by. As
Appreciate
always.
you.
See you next month.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Going to be here first Monday in December.
Yes, we'll
live.
Yes.
The Rick Anderson Show, ladies and gentlemen. Kerry Reed said, Coach Anderson, you know Kerry Reed?
Yes, sure do.
Yeah. Andrew McKeon, we know him.
Yes, they have all been part of our program. A big help to the success we've had, and it takes people like that. It takes people that care about the kids and want to teach the kids the right thing.
Yeah.
And we appreciate them and the others that have been there with them.
Got it. Takes a village, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
That's the name of the game. Thank you, sir.
Yes, appreciate you.
All right, coming up next, Joseph Taylor's in the house. What happened to Tennessee football? I told you exactly what was going to happen. Nobody listened to the old cowboy. I nailed it. Wish I hadn't, but I did. And we'll talk that in Anderson County, whatever else is on his mind. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, show number 1735. They said it wouldn't work. Show number 1735.
That's awesome.
At the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years, and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
I'm Dr. Beth Cannon with Cannon Family Dental. I've been in practice here for going on 11 years now. Cosmetic dentistry is definitely one of my favorite aspects of what I get to do. Being able to change someone's appearance and how they feel about themselves is such a rewarding aspect of my job. When you get to see somebody start to cry when they look in the mirror for the first time and they're seeing their new smile, it makes everything worth it. Because a lot of people, don't smile because they're not happy with the way their teeth look. And it might be something as simple as just changing the shade of their teeth or just changing the shape or size. There's a lot of things we can do cosmetically that are not too invasive to really change your overall appearance. We do the whitening, we do a lot of crown and bridge work. If you want a bright white smile, you can absolutely have it. Once we get that process going, of course everyone's a little nervous, like, okay, I'm changing a big part of my life. And honestly, I kind of thought to listen to a patient say, well, I want to do this, my daughter's getting married or my son's graduating from college. I'm having a baby and I want to have really pretty maternity photos done. Can we do something to just make my smile look better? And being able to enhance that experience for patients is you just can't describe how it is. So when they come back in and you get to see pictures of the wedding or pictures from the trip or whatever has really got them motivated, it's just I really can't explain it. That's really why I do what I do. So if changing your smile and doing some cosmetic work has been something on your mind, please give us a call. We would love to have you come in so we can take a look and talk to you about having that smile you've always dreamed of.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I said, they got to fire Josh McDaniels. Well, he's a brand new coach. He can't coach.
He can't coach? He can't coach?
No, he couldn't coach out of a wet paper bag. The Raiders lose again yesterday. I'm watching. Well, I checked the score. It's 20-7. I thought, okay, surely to goodness against the Jaguars, we can beat the Jaguars. Negatory. Got beat 27-20.
Rough year.
The
Jaguars. The Raiders.
Yeah. The Weenies is what they're called. They ain't the Raiders. The Raiders. No, the Weenies. So they got to get rid of the guy. I don't know. In fact, they got, who'd you say the Colts fired their guy?
Yeah, the Colts
That's
just
who we
let go
play
of their
this
coach.
week.
Well,
maybe they can fire him and have 2 new coaches on each sideline. I'm done with him.
Somebody's got to win that game, though, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Raiders, again, blew another lead, and so a double-digit lead. And they're a second-half meltdown team. But anyway, Howie Long was on the, whatever I was watching yesterday, Fox, whatever show he's on. And so being a former Raider, to ask him, and of course he said, lean back, I don't know. He said, there's a process, but it's too slow. The Raider Nation's not happy, and no, we're not. So can him, get rid of him. But anyway, all right, new top 25's out. Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, TCU, and Tennessee at number 5 in the country this week. Oregon, LSU, Southern Cal, UCLA, and Alabama rounding out the top 10. What happened Saturday? What do you think?
I tell you, man, Tennessee just ran into an absolute buzzsaw. That right there just shows you, since Kirby Smart's been there, I think I read somewhere that he's had maybe 7 consecutive years of being in the top 5 in recruiting, and it stood out Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell Georgia had all the dogs. Tennessee didn't. That's a measuring stick game. See where you're at. And we saw quickly where we are.
Yep.
We got a long way to go.
Yep. Well, now everybody's making excuses for Tennessee. Well, Heupel don't have all, he's got all. Well, we ready to know. Everybody said what a job he's doing. So don't jump off the bandwagon, folks.
No. I'm not ready to give up.
Not you. I'm just talking about people I ran into over the weekend. Well, Heupel don't, he's playing with Pruitt's guys. No, we can't make excuses.
Nope.
You got beat by a better football team. Now, you may play 10 times and Tennessee win the other 9, but the one that counted Saturday, Georgia was a better team.
And, I did not give enough credit to the environment.
Place is nuts.
It was wild. We had so many false starts. And Tennessee is their offense wants to get yards on first down, second down, make it third and short. And when it gets third and short, then the defense doesn't know if you're going to run it or throw it. If it's third and long, they know you're throwing. They're gonna pin their ears back and get after the quarterback, which is exactly what they did.
Coming up, Andrea Lewis going to join us from Northeast Community Credit Union. Also a little bit later in the show, Mr. Valentine with the state champion Betsy Bands coming with the trophy to show it off. And also Sean Whitten will be by to talk about Anderson County. We got the notice today. No video. It's audio only this week in Anderson County. So it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. Ryan Presnell and yours truly going to bring it to you. So new video this week from Anderson County. So guess you'll just have to hear us pontificate.
I've said this before. It's a broken record. Anderson County is just costing their own guys exposure. Why would you not want video? I don't get it. Maybe they think that if they don't have video that the crowd will be better. But if you weren't going to Anderson County, you're not going to Anderson County to watch that ball game.
No.
So
no.
They're doing it to themselves.
There's talk it's going to be televised, and I don't know that. So for sure, I'm going to confirm that between now and tomorrow, but that's the talk. And so hello, young lady. Up there waving. That's good. Love coming to Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. It's an awesome place.
This place has been wild today.
It's been wild.
Wow.
Yeah. No, all these ladies in here. It's nice. And there's some more coming in. So, and little guys too. School's out. Some of the kids are coming in here to eat. That's good with their mamas and their daddies and whatever.
Absolutely.
So the two things I sit here and said on Friday's show and Thursday's show, I'm not going to sit here and gloat because I wish I was wrong, but I said 2 things. Number one, if Georgia can get pressure on Hooker, which obviously they did, sacked him 7 times, then we're in trouble. And number 2, and I was right, Stetson Bennett should have played with a chip on his shoulder, and he did, because all you heard last week was Hooker this, Hooker that, Hooker this, Hooker that. And of course, Kirby Smart's in the postgame said, look, our guy's a warrior too, he's a champion. Everybody kind of looked past him, and all they talked about was Hooker, which he said Hooker's a great quarterback. He said, but so's Stetson Bennett, and he proved that.
Well, yeah, and did you see the article that Tennessee fans somehow got a hold of Stetson Bennett's phone number, called him all through the night, Friday night into the game Saturday, and he throws that first touchdown, and he hits that.
I wonder what that was about.
Yeah, that's because they found his cell phone number, and they bugged him all night long.
See,
why
would you
why
do
poke
that?
a bear? Like the guy's got a national championship. I think fans sometimes think they're helping when really they're just adding more fuel to the fire.
Well, see that's over the line for me.
Yeah.
That's getting personal.
Yeah.
Got his cell phone numbers calling and harassing a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a crapping football game. Let me tell you what's important. Tomorrow, midterm elections.
Yeah.
Whole lot more important
it.
in this country. Trust me. And it's a football game, but anyway, so, and then Eric Ainge on his talk show in Knoxville comes out and says, Sanford Stadium's nothing. It's way overrated. Well, guess where that all went? On social media, I'm thinking, dude, you just did a disservice to the Tennessee football program. Why'd you get on there and say, it's like somebody coming out here Friday night and said, oh, we go down to Anderson County, it's a joke. Ain't nothing going on down there. Well, they'll be going bananas, and I didn't say that. I'm using that as an example. But you see what I'm saying? It's like, Eric Ainge, why did you get on there and say on your show, well, Sanford Stadium's overrated, it's no big deal? Well, all that did was throw gas on the fire.
Oh my
place
goodness,
was nuts.
It was wild. I was impressed with that environment.
Yeah,
I really was.
At one point, they showed a shot of the scoreboard. Said the decibel level's like 124. I don't know where that equates into a jet airplane taking off, whatever, but it was loud and proud. I can tell you that.
It was loud. I mean, you saw our guys jump. It felt like our guys jumped off sides every play. I mean, I know they didn't, but it sure felt that way.
Oh, there was more they could have probably rung up than they did.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So anyway, Tennessee drops number 5. They'll come out with the new college football playoffs tomorrow. Apparently TCU is being loved on now by all the media, so we'll see. I'm going to assume that'll be your top 4. Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, and TCU. Not sold on Michigan either. So
well, here's the thing: Tennessee loses. Yeah, that's bad. But after that game, everything went right for them. Clemson loses.
Alabama loses.
Mm-hmm. Tennessee is set up perfectly to make it into the playoff.
Yeah.
If they win out and they look good doing it, and they should win out, they should make that top 4 because Michigan and Ohio State play each other. So, okay, one of those has a loss. Tennessee is going to have the best resume of a one-loss team in the nation.
Yeah.
They're in. Win and you're in my opinion.
Here comes Coach Wood. I wonder who Georgia has left.
Georgia's got Mississippi State this week and Kentucky, I believe.
And then Georgia Tech.
Yeah. So they're not losing.
No. So.
And
anyway,
we don't want them to lose.
No.
We want them to win out.
No.
And secure that 1 seed. And maybe if Tennessee could slide into that 3 seed, you wouldn't face Georgia to the national championship game if you make it.
So now
I'd like to see them on a neutral field, though.
I was reading over the weekend, all the national media now that's in the northern media is like, see there, the SEC is a week conference. I'm thinking, a week conference? What are you smoking? Georgia, Tennessee, LSU, Alabama, 4 of the top 10 are out of the Southeastern
Mississippi,
Conference.
11. So
Ole Miss, number 11. Yeah. That's 5. Then you're going down to, that's it. We got 5 in the top 25. That's a 5th of them. And 4 of them in the top 10.
Yeah.
It's a weak conference because it's overrated is what I was reading this weekend. Well, now we finally see that the SEC is overrated, I'm thinking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, really. Anyway, big win Friday night. Head coach is here. Cyclones took it to a good Knox Carter football team. The Hornets, they neutralized a great quarterback in Wilson and that great receiver in Harper. We shut them down. It was a great night.
Absolutely. You know, we talked last week, our defense needed to be up for the challenge, and by golly, they were. Wow, what a defensive performance.
Absolutely.
Woo.
Yeah, lights out. Mason Ball.
Get Mason Ball back. That's huge. That's huge.
I saw, before I came over, I stopped by the school, and I saw Big Sam, and Sam Bauer says he's going to be able to play Friday night. He said, look here, and he pulled his head down, pulled back his hair, saw all those staples in his scalp. 17 staples.
God.
So he said, I'm going to play Friday night. I don't know if he's going to be released to do that or not, but he wants to play. But I'll tell you what.
kids are built different.
Yeah.
They're tough.
Built different.
Absolutely.
There's a shirt that says that, isn't it? Yeah. So Coach Whitten's here, and so we'll talk to him coming up here in just a second. So college football, it's heading down the home stretch to some really good matchups
yes,
coming
sir.
up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Tennessee, just keep winning. Do your thing. Win.
It'll take care of itself.
And TCU will probably lose, I think. I think Texas gets them this week.
Yeah.
So.
I love you coming on the show,
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me. I know you got a lot of guests, so you can.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
But we're not done yet. I just want to tell you that I really enjoy him coming.
Thanks for having me.
I had somebody ask me at the game, and are we related? I said, well, I guess somewhere down the line in the tree, the Taylor tree, you're probably related.
Brothers in Christ.
Brothers in Christ. There you go. And so got a chance to see. Was it Papa Bear? I saw Papa Bear, wasn't I? Sinking Creek.
Yeah.
2 Sundays ago. Yep,
he tells me the day after, Tom Taylor was at our church. My dad, thanks for telling me. A day late, $1 short.
I heard that a lot. So, man, I wish I knew you were there. We'd come here, heard you speak. I said, well, you can go back and watch it, I guess. So, but yeah, we got a chance to speak at Sinking Creek about the Lord and loved it. Oh, let me do the verse today. Can I do that? And then you tell me what's going on with those girls right now. Everything going good in their world?
Oh, man, we have great news. Yesterday, our 5-year-old Emma followed the Lord in believer's baptism. So that our heart, both girls are now in the kingdom. We'll get to spend eternity with them. Can't ask for more than that.
Absolutely. I love it. It's a whole lot more important than Tennessee football.
You got it, man.
Yeah.
It's easy to get over that Tennessee game when you're watching her just put her full trust in the Lord. And we said, why do you want to get baptized? She said, I want to show everybody I love Jesus. So.
It made me cry. It's awesome. That is awesome. There goes our superintendent. He's in there having lunch.
I'm telling you.
It's like a habit and place.
This is.
Psalms 108 says, let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for men. How about that? Psalms 107:8, let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for men. No matter what you do, he's not going to turn your back on it. He will not turn it. It says in Hebrews, I will never leave you nor forsake you. He ain't going to turn his back on you. No matter what you do, it doesn't matter. He's not going to turn his back on you. Pretty powerful, isn't it?
Amen.
Ivy Hall Nursing Home, what's going on there?
Ivy Hall, we'd love to have you join us as a resident, short term or long term. If you need any kind of therapy, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. If you want to work with us, we'd love to have you. LPN, CNA, RN, housekeeping, dietary. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook or ivyhallnursinghome.com.
Baker says, tell Joseph Creed's in his office taking his candy bars as we speak.
I just saw him. Yeah, I saw him and Max, yes.
Yeah, so they're in there stealing your candy bars.
That's why I have that candy in there.
There
He can
you
play
go.
with the Barbie dolls, too, if he wants to.
I don't see Creed playing
No,
with the
I don't
Barbie
think
dolls.
so.
No, I don't think so. But I don't think Max would either.
No, I don't believe so.
No, they're not baby doll playing
No.
guys. No. Man, I sure appreciate you coming.
Thank you for having me anytime.
Yeah. Next week?
Absolutely.
Come on back next week.
You tell me.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Coach Witten's going to join us. But coming up next, Andrea Lewis is in the house from Northeast Community Credit Union. She's next here on show number 1735 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer seafood meal prep, suggest the perfect sides to pair, and even steam and peel your shrimp. All at no extra cost. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at helping with the laundry.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Boom. There we go. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It's when you hit the right buttons, it's amazing what will happen.
That's right.
Hey, we got the same memo. It came out in blue.
I like it.
There we go.
That's right.
Came in navy blue. There you go. Tour of Schools, big hit. Thank you all for doing that.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
I
so-
really enjoy it.
Yeah. Get the word out. Got a chance. I saw some of the pictures you took and put on the Facebook. It's awesome.
Did you like that?
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
You were looking real good and just in the moment and in the zone, and you do what you do best.
Yeah. Looking real
You're doing
good.
it.
Yeah. You're very kind. You're very kind. So we were at Westside last Monday, then Elizabethton Tuesday, Wednesday we were at Harold McCormick, Thursday we were at Eastside, and wrapped things up Friday at T.A. Duggar. So we'll do it again in the spring. Plans aren't being made. I don't know what the dates are, but we're going to do it again in the spring. So
I'm excited.
Yep. Coach Witten joins us coming up in a second talking Cyclone football. We are live here. We have peanut butter. We're going to be there at your place tomorrow broadcasting live.
Yeah,
So,
come
yeah.
see us. He's
Mhm.
going to be at the main office, set
Mhm.
up with us, and bring your non-perishable items when you come. Make sure to pick up your,
Peanut butter.
yeah,
Pop-Tarts, please.
and your Christmas Child shoebox.
Christmas shoebox.
Operation Christmas Child Shoebox Drive.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful.
Mrs. Miller's going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. We got peanut butter coming. And so if you're out there, would you please, I'm asking you please, would you please bring jars of peanut butter and Pop-Tarts tomorrow to Northeast Community Credit Union in behind the high school. And this is for the Loaves and Fishes Ministry food drive. So, and the pantry. We're going to talk to her about that because she's serving, see if I got this right, 700 families from Roan Mountain down to the Washington-Carter County line. 700 families, and that's a lot of folks. We know the economy out there is not what we want it to be. Hopefully, that'll change. It's called midterm elections tomorrow. Please get out and vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. It's none of my business. Please get out and vote tomorrow. This country is right, in my humble opinion, in the crossroads, and we've got to get out and vote tomorrow. You vote who you want to vote for. I'm not going to tell you who, but please get out and vote.
Right.
And from there, we'll let the chips fall with me. If you don't vote, don't complain. My father used to tell me that all the time. If you don't get out and vote, don't complain at what comes your way. If you didn't, because that one vote can make the difference. So please get out and vote tomorrow. We'll be with her tomorrow. And is Teresa back in town?
I believe so.
She's on the show, cameo appearance. Velda in town? I think so. Good.
We were down in Nashville Saturday, so I think
you
we're
were for the
all
band
looking-
thing?
Oh yes, she was there. I was there.
It was awesome, wasn't it?
It was awesome. I'm
Yeah.
so glad I got to be there. For
Yeah.
it.
Mr. Valentine's going to be here a little while with the trophy.
Good. Oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
He's going to need an escort for that thing. It's
Huge.
maybe as big as his car.
Yeah.
You know.
State championship, the Betsy Band. 5th one in the school's history. In his second year as a band, and missed it last year by 4/100ths of a point.
That's right.
So we have 2 state football championships, 3 total, 2 in the last 3 years on a state runner-up. Now we got 5 band championships. Do things pretty good around here.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And they swept the categories.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
All right, here we go. Want to get her rolling. Coach Whitten's going to join us. Coming up a little bit later on, Mr. Valentine's going to be here with that state championship trophy. We're talking to our buddy again, Andrea Lewis, and one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Daly Sports Show. And Veterans Benefits. Tell me about that. What's going on with that?
Well, I feel like it's very fitting today to talk about veterans benefits because we're going to be celebrating that, Friday as every day. But we have veteran benefits, so you can open an account and sign up for that. You just have to show your military ID, and then you get a free box of checks yearly. You get a free custom image of your branch that you served, your choice, and we just have free statement copy, just anything like that. Really good rates on the GAP and loan rates and CD rates and stuff like that. So, yeah.
It's all about it, Veterans
That's right.
Benefits. So if you've served in the military, thank you for what you've done. And they want to thank you, too, by stopping by any of their branches, which we'll go over here in a moment. Also, you want to talk about the Business Spotlight. What's that all about?
Yeah, so if you're a small business or you have an account with us and you would like to promote your business at any of our locations, we will offer that to you. We just ask that you call, and we have a calendar. We can jot you down, and you get a month to display your business for free at no cost, and you can do it at any location that's available for that year. So I will be mailing out those reminders in December for the whole month of 2023, and be looking for those if you're a business member with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last thing, Operation Christmas Shoebox. Kind of touched on it a few minutes ago, but bring it up again because it's worth it. We're running out of time. They've got the boxes there. Tell us how we can come to your place and get these shoe boxes to kids all over the world.
We have boxes, we have labels, and you just come in and it will actually tell you what's a good thing to purchase for this age or whatever, and we have them for you. So come on in. We are a drop-off location at every location. The deadline is this Friday, so you really need to just prepare for that and get those in as soon as you can.
ASAP.
Yeah.
As soon as possible. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah,
You're
can't
gonna
wait.
See me.
One of our great sponsors right here again at the Tom Daly Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Good folks at Andrea and all the great folks at Northeast Community Credit Union. Locations are
Roe Mountain off of 19E, and then we have one in Elizabethton off of 19E. We have our main office behind Elizabethton High School, and then a branch in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
my buddy Kathy Campbell will be there tomorrow. Can she make a cameo appearance?
Sure. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
See what I can do.
See you tomorrow.
Good to see you. Thank
Yep.
you.
Great interview. Love talking and promoting Northeast Community Credit Union. Love promoting Elizabethton in Carter County. All right, let's get Mrs. Miller in here real quick. Won't keep her but a second. And Coach Whitten is waiting in the wings. Come on, Miss Miller. Come right here real quick. Won't keep you but a second. Talk Coach Whitten's coming up next. Talk Cyclone football. The Lowe's and Fishes Outreach Ministry. There it is. Tell us how we can help you again.
Any non-perishable food items, drop them off. You can drop them off here with you. You can drop them off at Northeast Community Credit Union. You can drop them off at Lowe's and Fishes, located on 19E, right across from CVS.
Yep. I'll be at Northeast Community Credit Union tomorrow, so bring it over there, please. Yep. Peanut butter, Pop-Tarts, canned goods, what else? Yep. Macaroni and cheese?
Macaroni and cheese is a great one for the kiddos. Rice, beans, like you said, any canned food items. Right now we're in desperate need of turkey, so if you're interested in purchasing turkey, just contact me on my Facebook page, Loaves and Fishes Outreach Ministry, and we'll get with you. I can pick it up or you can drop it off. So anything you want to give, I'm ready to come and get it.
You're talking about a whole turkey for
yes,
Thanksgiving?
Yes, absolutely. We've got several desperate families that need a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Okay, and so if we don't help out, they're not going to have one, correct?
That's right, because we need about 100, and I've had about 5 donated so far. So, but God is good, and He will provide.
Yes, He always does.
He absolutely does.
He always does. Here's the verse of the day, by the way. We gave it earlier. Let's give it one more time. Psalms 107:8. It goes like this. Let's see, hit this. And Psalms 107:8 says, "Let them give thanks to the Lord for His unfailing love and His wonderful deeds for men."
Amen.
He'll answer the prayer.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect for this time.
I'll see you.
Because that's exactly what we do. We depend on God every day. We don't have any set donations, so.
And He delivers.
He delivers every time.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
Will you be here tomorrow? Be over there tomorrow?
Yep, I'll meet you tomorrow.
I've got peanut butter to bring you tomorrow. I got jars of peanut butter we'll give to help the cause.
Sounds great.
See you tomorrow. Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it very much. Let's take a quick break. I'm trying to find the right commercial. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be joined by head coach Sean Witten of Cyclone Football, getting ready to go to Anderson County. Audio only. He joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Come on, guys, hurry! Where is everyone? Why aren't the lights on?
I don't know, Sam. Seems like everything's off this year.
What's wrong with the lights?
Got me. Nothing's working. Hey, mind flipping that switch for me? Third time's a charm.
Wait, what? Wow. Huh? This is awesome.
Well, hello there, Sam.
Hi. What is all this?
Know when things are a little off? We turn them on.
What does this switch do?
That fixes bedhead.
What?
Oops, we might have to reverse that circuit.
Oh, what about that one there?
Replaces your goldfish with an exact replica.
Why would you need that?
No reason.
Well, what about that one?
That's the Step Springer. What are you looking for?
I wish there was a switch for my town.
Oh, Sam, there is no switch for that. But all people need is a little hope, a spark to light the way. And that can be in all of us, right here.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Be the spark.
I work at the Chick-fil-A.
I go to that Chick-fil-A all the time.
He came to the drive-thru. Before I can give him his change, he drove away. It was a month before he came back in.
Marcus hands me this envelope, and it's like $3.
I kept it in my back pocket for over a month.
That's crazy. I'm just like pretty stunned.
She's like, dude, you serious? What?
Appreciate the $3, man.
Yeah.
And we found out we both play trumpet.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, are we proud of this football? First off, we're proud of this band. Goodness, he's coming here in a few minutes with that trophy. So we have 2 state championships in football and a state runner-up in 3 years. Last year, he loses the state championship by 4 100ths of a point to Signal Mountain in the band in his first year. And this year he wins it and sweeps everything. So it's pretty cool, is it not?
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I mean, I think everybody knows how hard the band members work, and Valentine and his support staff, and I mean they get after it pretty well, and there's a lot of detail and coming together just like any other team, and I think they learned a lot last year, and then they went back and got it this year. So really neat, real well deserving.
Absolutely. He's going to be here in a few minutes. We're going to talk about Anderson County, get his scouting report coming up here in a minute. We know a little bit about them. We've already been down there once, but let's go back to Friday night. You know, everybody said, man, we killed Knox Carter. They weren't very good. I disagree. That was a good football team we beat.
Well, I mean, I didn't sleep very well last week. They had me kind of tore up. You know, I just think they scored a lot of points, and Wilson was as good as advertised.
Absolutely.
And got off to a little bit of slow start offensively, missed a couple pass plays early, a couple shot plays that we've been kind of been good at, but man, we did get it rolling, got some good stops and got good field position, and you know, our offense linemen had something to kind of prove with that Big Sam in there. I mean, they really wanted to take it to another level, and I thought they did that.
It got started, their defense, and we've known all season long. The offense caught up, and you know the story. The first 3 games they only scored 7. The defense was rock solid since day one. You see at the 3:45 mark in the ball game, Mason Ball back, big play, gets an INT, the old giveaway takeaway with the late John Madden. Then a couple of plays later, about 6 seconds later as a matter of fact, Nate takes in for his first of 4 touchdowns. We're off and running, and so our defense set the tone.
Well, just, you know, turnovers, batted balls, pass pressure. You know, we did a great job of not giving up the big play. Our preparation was on point. You know, the small details were really good of just not giving guys up the crossing routes and, you know, the deep balls. I mean, they had some weapons, too, with Blankenship and Harper and Wilson and running backs out of the backfield. I mean, they do a lot of similarities that Anderson County tries to do and get 5 receivers out. Wilson with him and able to be the quarterback draws, quarterback sweeps. I mean, they try to run him. We're in there early as well. So just kudos to our defense and our preparation there, and just ability to create turnovers and batted balls and getting quick stops and give us the offense the ball back there was huge for us early in the game.
Absolutely. So let's run down the scoring. Nate, a 10-yard run. Stevens, a 7-yard run. We're going to talk about Campbell in a second. You know, we talk about all these other offensive firepowers. Let me tell you something. This kid's 39 out of 39 from point afters. There ain't nobody, well, maybe a few out there, but not like this kid. And, of course, Shrewsbury, the kid we saw from Boone, understandably so is Mr. Football finalist. That tells you how good his kicking game is. Well, Mr. Campbell's having a heck of a year, too. Cade got a 6-yard run in the ball game. Nate another touchdown, a 7-yard run. They got their one score on that 62-yard pass to Spencer Russell from Wilson. Nate comes back with a 59-yard run. That's all in the first half. We lead at 35-7 at halftime. What'd you tell the guys at the break?
Well, I thought that, you know, we still needed good work the second half. We needed as many good reps defensively as we could, and then, you know, our offensive line. I mean, we got the running game going, and, you know, we kind of kept that at that. But I thought it was really good for us to get points in the red zone, and you know, we tried 2 fades to Luke on our first possession there. We thought we liked the matchup there, but some of the things that, you know, we need to work on this week. But, you know, it's really good to bring Mason Ball and Brad in there. You know, Kay got things going there. We got the running game established there. But, you know, for a long time, I mean Duffy moving to center on Thursday, you know, just, you know, we had a bad snap on the second snap. We just knew we had to get one out of the way, and then we got rolling. But, you know, credit our offensive line. I mean, to shuffle those guys around. I thought Kyron had some good series in there when he got there. Whitaker moving starting the lineup there. But just credit our offensive line. I mean, we needed a big run game performance. And then obviously you saw the big one. I thought that was the difference is the one right before half. You know, Nate being able to take that. I think that just shows you the big capability of every time he touches the ball, he's got a chance. But I'm just going to tell you, you know, with Dry and Teddy and Luke and Cade at H-back, Baker and tight end, moving some people around. I mean, they got to honor us now. I mean, we got weapons. You know, I thought we had the first play of the game set up. We stuck Nate out there and just kind of missed him.
Yeah.
You look, he had the whole sideline waiting on him. But, yeah, it was really cool to see us get it going and come out and play that well, because there's a really good team, very similarities. You know, a kid that can throw the ball really well. A kid that's averaging 38 passing attempts a game. Yep. I mean, that's huge for high school football. And the ability for a guy like Harper. Now, you saw them. They threw the ball several times down the field to Harper, and we were in good coverage. That was great work for us.
Yep, great coaching. Get ready. The scout team got them ready. Jeriah Griffin, 2 picks the other night. Again, we had 3 as a team. I think we're up to I think we had 11 now on the season for our football team, but Jeriah had 2 big important interceptions.
Well, here's what's key, as we got Nate going at running back position, so Luke started some cornerback position early, and then that's been the difference for us too, is just, you know, Dalton needs communication on the sideline. We're able to get Luke at safety, Kate needs a breather from going both ways. You know, now Luke, we got pieces that can rotate. I thought Teddy Orton had the best game he's had all year at corner position. He covered Harper twice. Down their sideline. That was huge. And so the secondary and the linebackers are getting more consistent. I thought Zeth, Holzer, Shankles, and Eli Williams did a great job there. But, man, I'm telling you, sprinkling those guys in there and giving them a couple series, Dry's a playmaker. He's got a knack for nosing the ball, and then it's good to see when those guys go in that there's not a drop off. And then that's where you talk about depth. The depth is when you sub, there can't be a drop off, and you saw Friday night there wasn't.
Was not a drop off. Our players of the game had to pick 3. Nate Stevens running the football, but I had to come back. And what I base it on is how many times we call these kids names. We called 27 all night long. Caleb Holzer.
Well, he's worked really hard. He's an unsung hero for us. He's a undersized linebacker at that position, and he's kind of waited a couple weeks to have some big games there. Obviously, had one big in Anderson County. That's why he's in there, is because his productivity, and then just goes about his business and steps up big for us. Last week, we're going to need him big this week.
Other kid we picked, we called his name a lot all night long, even on special teams, was Zeth Mullins. He was everywhere.
Yes, that's just he's a difference maker for us at outside linebacker. He's super tough on the runs, on the bubble screens, the jailbreak screens, the wide receiver screens there, and then his just toughness and effort there is just, he's an outside linebacker to the field where he covers more area there, but he also had some big blitzes where he was able to kind of sack the quarterback and put pressure on. So that was really cool to see and for us to move forward for this week.
Let me set the stage for this this interview as the scouting report, if you will. So they score first, 51-yard reception, Anderson County. They lead 7-0. Luke Whaley, 20-yard pass from Gibb, ties it up 7-7 into the first quarter. Kay gets a 2-yard run. Campbell's point after we jump out 14-7. Cam Baker, after a fumble recovery, gets a touchdown. Shankles got the fumble recovery. Baker gets a 10-yard catch from Dalton, 21-7 us. Dalton got an INT. We go in at halftime, 21-7. They come back and get a touchdown by Moog, 21-14. Russell gets an INT. Then Val gets a touchdown from Martinez, 4-yard catch. Into the third quarter, 21-21 tied. Nate gets a 4-yard run. They come right back. We lead 28-21. They counter it with a 27-yard pass to LaRue from Martinez. Makes it 28-28. Into regulation, 28-28. They get overtime. They get a 10-yard catch from Martinez. We get a 10-yard run from Nate, 2-point fail. That was the final score, 35-34. We had Dalton and Nate and Eli Guess and Caleb Holzer again in that game, our players of the game. So that kind of sets the table, what we went through the first time we were there, losing 35-34 in OT. So here's the scouting report, Anderson County.
Well, let me kind of you set the stage for this game this week, but it really kind of goes back. I mean, in 2017, we went to 4A there. There became a 3-headed monster there between us, Anderson County, and Greenville. The winner between us and Greenville kind of got the home field advantage. So 17 and 18, we go down there. Our season ends in the second round, and we played really good. We got to know Anderson County. It's a tough place to play. It's a team that's on the rise. It's an uncommon opponent. And then, we decided to schedule them during the season, So in 19 and 20, we won state championships. We had tough, finding teams to play. We felt like this would be a good matchup. Maybe play during the regular season. Maybe could play in the playoffs. But we all know last year, we played them twice. And, Martinez was both out of those games. They had a championship caliber football team a year ago. But without Martinez, I mean, they just kind of didn't know where to turn to. So here we are this year. It's just, we challenged our football team, 6 weeks ago that Anderson County is hungry for what us and Greenville have been able to capture. And so this is their year. This is their team. They're seniors. They're older, and they got their guy. I mean, Martinez is Mr. Football finalist. He's as good as advertised. He makes them go. You're talking about, good running backs and Moog and no, you're talking about a good receiver and Val and number 14 and their passing attack, rushing attack, as a complete football team. I mean, they're a year older than we are, and they're a good football team. So there's so much respect there, so much respect to go there a second time. But we challenged our kids that we needed to play, and we needed to play well, and our guys did that. We got stops, we got the turnover. we found ourselves offensively. We got open versus man-to-man coverage. We made it a great game. Our guys laid it all on the line, and they gave us an opportunity to win. That was our kind of our coming out party, and you know, it was really good to see. But really good football team that can throw it. We know that they can score at times, and they play really good defense as well. And you know, so you know, they do got good schemes. They're good coached, and you know, so it's definitely a tough place to play as well.
Keys to beat them. What we got to do?
Well, I think for us offensively, you know, you just got to be able to kind of score. You got to have your drives, and you got to have your time. You know, running, throwing it. You know, we got to come up with some plays to equalize their offense, and you know, maybe not kind of neutralize their offense a little bit in some ways. And you know, I mean, I think our offensive line's got to do a great job between, you know, a mixture of, you know, keeping them off balance between running and throwing. And we got to be able to protect Dalton. Then we got to be able to find lanes for Nate to go. And then I think, you know, the second thing is what we did the last time is just no big plays. I mean, we've minimized a lot of the big plays. We made them line up and go again and go again and go again. And so, you know, where Anderson County is really tough to stop is in the red zone, because they've got weapons, and then they've also got guys that, you know, you got to stop the rushing attack there. So, you know, if we can hold these guys to a field goal somewhere early in the game, and, you know, field goals aren't going to beat them, but, man, we've got to be able to try to hold them to a field goal somewhere along in this game as well.
Let's talk about field goals. Talk about point afters. Caleb Campbell.
I think
39 out of 39.
Caleb's going to win us this football game this weekend. I know it. I feel it. We're going to probably be pretty much in the back. Hopefully, I think we're going to be in the back same spot as we were 6 weeks ago. And, you know, I think Mason Williams was a difference maker for us last week against Carter. His punting ability, and, you know, he was a difference for us against Rhea County. I think Caleb Campbell is going to be a difference for us this week.
Yep. Fired up, ready to go?
I am. I'm excited for our guys. I think they know what's at stake. It's, you know, 6 weeks ago, we kind of, you know, we just, it's hard to put into words how far we've come in 6 weeks.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We put our head down. We went to work. We've made it happen. We've put ourselves ready for the test, and we know it's going to be a big test Friday, but I think our guys are ready for it because we've worked really hard to put us in positions to go make it happen.
Kids have blocked out the noise, haven't they?
They have. They really have, and we've come together. We've grown in a lot of areas, and, you know, I think, you know, this time of this season, you know, you will lay it on the line for each other. There's a lot of big-time plays last Friday night against Carter, and I think that our guys understand the film study, the preparation, the keys of just making every day count in practice. Our scout team groups were better. And we've had a lot of work on this passing attack. You know, just, you know, we know that Moog and No can run the ball. We know that Martinez is a really good player, but, you know, we've had Carter, we've had, you know, Seymour try to throw it, Volunteer try to throw it, Salmonese try to throw it. You know, so we've had a lot of work just trying to get better at the passing attacks, and it showed Friday night.
After that Daniel Boone game, we sat right here on this show, and I looked in that camera, I said, it's not where we are at 0-3, it's where we're going to be in November, December. And those kids bought into it. They blocked out the noise and all the negativity. Boom, we're down here in the state second round of the TSSAA playoffs.
Well, it's a good feeling. I think that, you know, just expectations, and, you know, this is obviously where we want to be, and, you know, we knew we could do it. It takes a lot of work to get here, just like anything else. And so now, you know, we just got to go lay it on the line and make some plays, and, you know, just playoff type mentality. You know, your mentality's got to change. Every round gets tougher, and, you know, this time you're playing really good teams, and so, you know, just much respect to the teams we play, just because they do it the right way, and you know, we've been in that same situation many times before, and hopefully, you know, there's something about going on the playoffs too, on the road, in somebody else's environment. Don't get no better than that either.
No, I'm jacked up.
Yes,
Let me play?
Yeah, tight end, baby.
Tight end, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Go Cyclones. Yes, sir. Love that guy. Oh, yeah. Not where we are at 0-3. I told you that when it happened. Do not nope. It's going to be where we are. Friday night, Cyclones in Anderson County. Audio only. Airtime 6:30. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Ryan Preston, yours truly, going to bring it to you. Again, Mr. Valentine's here eating lunch, so we'll let him eat. We're not going to rush him. We got plenty of time. We'll take a break, and we'll take a look at some sports. That's why we're here, talk a little sports. But he's got some hardware. That rascal's bigger. I don't know if we can get him, and we may just let him set the trophy here in the chair and just let him stand over there. And we're not going to do that. We're going to make sure he's on camera. State champions, folks. It's impressive. And so he's up there with the big boys now. You know, I guess when you think of the bands in this area, the one that really jumps out is the DB band because of all the different awards they've won and all the parades and all that they went into. And so on a smaller scale, but certainly not any less important, but a smaller scale simply by the number of band members, but still very proud of this group, and they did it, and we saw what they were going to do Thursday night. After it was over with, Mr. Valentine came up in the press box and said, man, we killed it tonight, and we went down there and killed it in less than ideal conditions as well. So Chris DeBritt, how you doing? Pam Kabul, Carl Wilson, going for a state, or going to be a slobber knocker. Oh, I can't wait. Hello, Macy Andrews. Vaughn Campbell says 5 state championships in the band in the last 12 years. Yep. So, in this community rallied around. We had about 1,000 folks there Thursday night for that demonstration, or that, not demonstration, the final send-off. Yep, Christy and Brian Williams is all in. Mason Williams was lights out important the night for this football team. I can tell you that. Lights out important. So, trying to find, oh, here, look here. I'm so excited because Valentine's here. What I'm looking for is right here in front of me. Good Lord. Joey Logano won it. I said he would, and he did. How about, me talk about it, the brevity of time. Coy Gibbs stands in victory lane, talks about his son winning the Xfinity Series title on Saturday and passed away yesterday at the age of 49. Now, you don't think it's brevity of time. We're not guaranteed anything. He's in the winner's circle talking about his kid, Ty, talking about Coy Gibbs, the son of Joe Gibbs, who's now lost both sons. And so guess what? J.D. died back in 2019, also at the age of 49. Coy was his older brother's successor as vice chairman of the family-run NASCAR organization, getting all this out of the Johnson City Press. And so after he has that speech, I'm not sure how it happened, what happened, but he's gone. Here today, gone tomorrow. And so at 49 years old, he wasn't in the hospital. He's at the racetrack Saturday. They interviewed him after his son won the championship, and then Sunday the Lord called him home. So you think championships and trophies and all that's important? It is for the moment, but in the big scope of things, it is not. And so I guarantee the Gibbs family would tell you that this morning. And so our thoughts certainly go out and our prayers go out with that group. And so very, very tough, to say the least. So can't even imagine what they're going through. I don't ever want to imagine that. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. All right, let's take a look at high school football. Let's see. It goes like this. Who's still alive in 6A football? Science Hill hosting Farragut on Friday night. Bearden will be in Maryville, Blackman at Coffee County, Murfreesboro, Oakland hosting Lebanon. Smyrna goes to Beach on Friday night, Clarksville at Cane Ridge, Germantown at Houston, and Brentwood will be at Bartlett. Down to the Sweet 16 in the state in each class. 5A football, Daniel Boone hosting Knox Central. The Bobcats coming to town. Moorestown West will travel to Knox West. Walker Valley, Knox Powell. Oak Ridge will go to McMinn County on Friday night. Page and Mount Juliet. Nolansville is now up to 5A, how fast they're growing. They are hosting White County. Portland will go to Henry County, and Munford will be home to Springfield. In 4A football, Gibbs will be in Greenville. We just talked about our game. Audio only, Friday night, 6:30 airtime, Elizabethton and Anderson County. We'll see if the band's going or a facsimile there of a pep band. Anybody going down? We are. Are we? The state champion band's going? Oh, baby. Oh, that's, you talking about a 12th man. Whoo. Have that band crank it up. I saw that when we played down in Greenville early in the year. We're on this side of the field, and over on that side of the field, down on that end zone, they were so loud they were blaring over on our headsets. I mean, they were flat, blowing the lid off it. I don't know what the decibels were, but they were loud and proud. The Betsy Band will be there Friday night. Again, Mr. Valentine's here with a huge trophy, I might add. The other games in 4A, Upperman at East Hamilton, Red Bank at Stone Memorial, Pearl Cone hosting Hardin County, Marshall County at Lexington, South Gibson at Haywood, and Obion County at Milan. Those are your games in 4A. 3A football, Chucky Doak, the Black Knights at home against Gatlinburg Pittman. That's the only team still standing in 3A in our area. Pigeon Forge at Alcoa, McMinn Central at Sweetwater, London at Giles County, Smith County hosting Fairview, East Nashville at Waverly, Millington at Covington, and Ripley will be at Dyersburg. That'll be on 3A on Friday night. In 2A, how about it? Hampton, the Bulldogs, home to Monterey. We'll talk to Coach Lunsford later in the week. Hampton hosting Monterey. South Green will go to York Institute. Other 2A games, Westmoreland at Tyner, Bledsoe County at East Robertson. Riverside plays at Mount Pleasant. Lewis County will be hosting Adamsville. Union City at Westview, and Fairleigh will be home to Huntington in 2A football. Then in single A, how about our Carter County teams? Cloudland home to Oliver Springs and Unaka. First playoff game in school history. We're going to have O'Brien Bennett with us either tomorrow or Wednesday. Unaka goes to Coalfield. The other 1A schools, Gordonsville at South Pittsburgh, Whitwell, Clay County, Dresden at Fayetteville, Moore County at McKenzie, Booker T. Washington at Peabody, and Lake County at MASE. Those are your games. Again, our local teams, Science Hill hosting Farragut in 6A. In 5A, Daniel Boone hosting Knox Central. 4A, Greenville hosting Gibbs. The Cyclones go to Anderson County. In 3A, Chucky Duck hosting Gatlinburg-Pittman. In 2A, the Hampton Bulldogs hosting Monterey, and South Green traveling to York Institute. And in single A, Friday night, 7 o'clock for everybody start, Cloudland hosting Oliver Springs, and Unaka, the Rangers, will go to Coalfield. In NASCAR, of course, the winner was Joey Logano, winning it as the championship, his second for Penske Racing. Joey Logano brings home the championship, which I called. Got that one right. With Mike, we'll talk to Mike on Thursday, but I picked that one. I picked Logano to win it, and he did, out of the 4 guys that were running for the championship. Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, who was the other one? Chase Elliott, and who's the 4th guy? Gosh, can't even remember now. Slept since then. It'll be somebody. Is it Chase Briscoe? Can't remember. Gosh, I'm looking down this list. Oh, Christopher Bell. My bad. Christopher Bell. Logano, Bell, Chastain, and Elliott. And I took Joey Logano to win it, and he did. So there you go. Championship goes to Joey Logano, but certainly a dark shadow over that race yesterday, over the season, with the loss of Coy Gibbs. No question, at 49 years old. Hello to Krista Britt. Thank you for being with us. Again, Mr. Valentine joins us coming up. Hello to Melanie Fritz. Love her Cyclones and the Betsy Band. We're about to see a huge, huge trophy. Wow. And I asked him to come. And he was very kind the other night when we did the tribute, or not the tribute, the send-off. He singled me out, and I thanked him. I thank you for that. He said every time he won, I would call him up and say, hey, come to Chick-fil-A and bring the trophy. And that's what I did yesterday on the bus. I sent him a text. I said, come to Chick-fil-A and bring the trophy. And he has. The 5th championship, we'll let him pay tribute to Mr. Ellie, who got this thing going with the 4. And then only his 2nd year, folks. He missed it last year by 4 100ths of a point. Is that right? Could have been 2-time champion. We missed a state runner-up his 1st year and wins it his 2nd year. Pretty dadgum impressive. If you were there Thursday night, if you haven't had a chance to go back and watch the send-off performance, it was incredibly good. He came up to the press box, and, man, that was tight. Yeah, it was tight. It was very, very good. All right, quick break. He'll be here right after this break from Greg Maupin and Valvoline Express Care. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Talking to our buddy Greg Maupin. Let's talk oil changes. In, out, on your way. Tell us about getting an oil change at Valvoline Express Care.
All right, no need for an appointment. Reservation, just come in, it's a pull-through service. We're going to be here about 15 minutes. We got new customer forms out there. If you've not been here before, we're going to take your basic information, and we're going to put that car in the database right there. It's going to pull up everything Josh needs to know. We got Josh on the bottom today, so he's going to clear it, make sure everything's good before they start, and since that process starts, he's going to drop it. He's going to check all the fluids up top. He's going to air the tires up. He's going to check the wipers. He's going to reset that maintenance light, and in and out in about 15 minutes.
Yep. If you're here more than 15 minutes, there's something wrong, right?
There's something wrong. Valvoline comes in and checks us quarterly. They come in top to bottom, make sure the products where they should be, make sure the products are what they should be, and make sure we're running it. Valvoline, at the end of the day, has the top quick lube program
in the country.
In the country.
3 oil changes: conventional, semi-synthetic, max life, and full synthetic. You have 3 to choose from, right?
We got 3 to choose from. We've got everything from 0-20. We've got 0-16 now, ultra thin, and some of the new stuff's gone for that. 540, 1540, 0-30, 0-40, 530, 520, 1030. We've got those in conventional. Most of those zeros are going to be synthetic or full synthetic or synthetic blend. But if your car calls for it, we've got it.
Hours are open?
We are open 8 to 5:30 through the week, 8 to 2 on Saturday.
You're in, you're out, you're on your way here on Railroad Street in Elizabethton. Again, look for all the U-Hauls. You know you're right to the right place, the Valvoline Express Care. They don't mess around, folks. You stay in your vehicle, you pay out there, you stay if there's any questions. And, of course, you will be asked to start it back up and all that, so that aids in getting you out in a quick time. So 15 minutes or less, you're out of here, folks. I'm telling you. And last time I had mine done, 12 minutes and 24 seconds, so they don't mess around. You're in, you're out, you're on your way. Valvoline Express Care, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Football and Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by with some hardware, folks. Some big hardware, I might add. Goodness gracious, look at that thing. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How about it? I'm so proud of you.
Thank
and
you,
that band,
yeah.
Lawsy mercy.
It was an awesome weekend, that's for sure.
Oh, goodness. Started Thursday night with that send-off, which was incredible, about 1,000 people in the stands.
Yep.
And went on down there and in less than ideal conditions, correct? The weather wasn't too good. Tell us about that.
So when we got there, there was a massive storm that was coming across America, really. I mean, when I was looking at it on Friday, it was stretched all the way from Dallas to Michigan, and it was massive, but kind of tall and skinny. It dumped on some rain on some bands that morning, and then by the time we got out there, there were some really strong winds, like probably 15, 20 mile an hour winds. No rain for us, which was nice, but the winds were pretty high. Some of our props fell over. We didn't have, it wasn't our best, but it was still good. And then it calmed down for the night, and everything was perfect that night.
So do they count off? I mean, they take into consideration out there in the windsock. I mean, do they cut you some slack when your props fell over? Surely they did.
For sure. Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, it was the end of the show. I mean, by the end of the show, they had kind of already gotten to see us, and
they knew what was coming.
So they had gotten to get a good read on how we were. It just happened right at the end of the show. A couple of the props that got blown over, and my big concern there was making sure the kids didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
At that point. So less than ideal conditions for everybody in the morning, really. But then they chose, and everything was perfect on Saturday night. The weather was perfect. Everything was perfect.
The band was perfect.
The band was perfect. Yes, they were great.
Now, you told me Thursday night before you went, the last thing you said in that press box on the air, you said, I want Saturday to be the best one they've ever done and leave nothing on the field. Can you say that's what it was?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%. Every single kid came off that field just elated, tears of joy, happy, and just extremely satisfied with their work and their performance. And, I mean, the energy was electric. I mean, every single judge made a comment about the performance energy and the commitment that the kids brought to each and every little detail of the performance. They were bringing it. There's no doubt about that. It was awesome to watch. It was awesome to watch.
How long did you have to wait till you found out you were state champs?
So we performed at 9:06. We probably found out within the hour. We were the second to last band to perform. South Gibson got to perform last. And then we hopped on the field for awards, and they went through them pretty quickly.
Betty Lacey says, so proud of the Betsy Band. Melissa Nichols, watching, very proud. We're all proud. I mean, this thing's so big. I mean, it's on the corner of the table. That's how big this is. Let's see if I can lift it up and show you what it is. So there it is. That's how big this thing is. Good Lord. Takes both hands. And, of course, they'll put Elizabeth Enzari on that front 4 times. Get another one now, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's on this side over here 4 times, and then we'll add a 5th next year. When they give it to somebody else or give it back to us, we'll see.
I think we ought to go back and get it.
We'll see.
We ought to go back and repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're driven even more to go back and repeat now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Once you drink out of that cup the first time, now it's like, we want to drink out of that cup again. And Sean just said this basically the same thing before he left to go on his interview about Anderson County. Here we go again. So
yeah, absolutely.
So you guys will be there Friday night. The band will be there.
We'll be there. We'll have a pep band there.
And
it'll be a lot of fun.
Even the pep band's loud and proud.
Oh yeah, we take our best students and they're the ones that spent their years going to football games and enjoy it and pile as many of them in we can fit onto a school bus as possible and drive it on down there.
Tell me about coming back. You had an escort, is that correct?
Yeah, we did. We had a police escort coming back into town, and when we got we turned the corner into the parking lot of the high school, the place was packed. I mean, it was just they were lined all the way down the bus loop and going nuts and cheering for us, and the kids just felt really, really special.
What does Mr. Valentine feel? This is your second year. It's your first full-time band director. You've been assistant up to this point. Now you're the head, obviously the director of the band at the Betsy Band. Second year. Last year we lose about 4/100ths of a point. This year we win it. What's this do for you personally?
Well, I mean, I've always thought that I would be good at this, but and thought that I could handle being a head band director and find some success. But it gives me confidence knowing that all the things that I had been training for so long are working. We still have a ways to go. We continue to get better year after year, and we still have things that we can work on, and we still have areas that we can develop. And ultimately, that's always going to be a process. It's never just an immediate transition when you transition band directors or coaches or anything of that nature. But yeah, it's given me a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence that my ideas and teaching methods are successful.
Absolutely. Now, we're over the competition. What happens next with the band? Got a concert coming up, Chris?
So we transitioned to football pep band and concert band. I mean, that's in jazz band. We start the jazz band a little bit more involved after marching band is over. Marching band is like one big thing, but now we've got a bunch of little things for the rest of the year. We'll have concert band. We'll give a Christmas concert on December the 8th at Milligan University, Seeger Chapel, with the middle school, which will be a lot of fun. And then we'll, of course, do the Christmas parade downtown December the 10th. And then we will start preparing our kids for their All-East region, their senior clinic auditions. So they'll be auditioning to be a part of the All-East Tennessee concert band. And we'll go, we'll play a few concerts in the spring. We did a virtual concert last year, which I thought was kind of cool. And we might do that again maybe in March or something like that. And then, of course, we do our spring concert in May. Jazz band will play some concerts. We'll have some spring showcase events where we showcase the winter guard and the color guard and the drum line again. Let them play the new kids for next year. There's a lot of little things that happen from here on out. Marching band is one big thing, but everything that happens from here on out is a lot of little things.
Band leadership. The kids we interviewed the other night. Who were they again?
So you interviewed all the captains.
Right.
Drum major Zeta Harden. We do have two field commanders, and drum major, she was first place drum major as well, both in the morning and the evening. That's Zeta Harden. And then the captains were, our color guard captain was Izzy McQueen, percussion captain Jackson Humphreys, and
Dawson,
and Elijah Wicker.
Yep.
Yeah, woodwind was Dawson May. Olivia Markley is the brass captain, and then I think that's it. Yeah, I got them.
You got them all. Yep, you did.
Oh, the field commanders. We did have two field commanders help conduct the band. That was Kaya Harding and Cooper Chenault.
Yep. Whew. Unbelievable. This feels cool to hold this.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It is awesome. You worked hard to get it.
We did. We did.
Proof's in the pudding.
We threw everything we had at this one.
Yep. And so this year you won Music in the Castle, grand champion. You won the John Battle competition, grand champion. 2 years running, both of those. Then the BOA got the highest rating ever for the school.
The highest score. Highest score ever, and matched the highest placement.
Yep.
Because they had finished fourth back in 1997. And we finished fourth again here in 2022.
How many band seniors do you have, ballpark?
31.
31. So you got a new influx coming in from Duggar next year?
Yeah. We had a big freshman class. We have a big sophomore class. Yeah, hopefully we will. I mean, we start recruiting them. We'll start recruiting those middle school kids in February when we start inviting them to band events and start getting them thinking about whether or not they want to be a part of the marching band or not.
I would think if you're a state champ, that'd be pretty easy sell, wouldn't it?
I mean, sometimes it is. Yeah.
I would think, hey man,
it helps. It certainly doesn't hurt.
Yeah. If I'm gonna get involved in the band, I want to get one to win a state championship.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty special. Got all these people in here look at this trophy like, what is that? What's a state championship band trophy? So because we won it in Elizabeth, and so it I don't know what else to ask you, man. I'm numb. I loved it. got excited
special
about
year.
this. It is very special.
Yeah.
It means a lot. Talk about the band parents that you guys put that band competition on. We got a chance to MC that. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Talk about those folks to help you
Yeah,
out.
the band boosters are always incredible. That not only do they, of course, the primary goal of the band boosters is to provide the financial support that's necessary for a band program of our caliber, and that is a lot. That's a full-time job right there in itself. But they also provide so much more than that. They provide, you know, a lot of health and welfare of our students when we're on trips. They help organize hotel rooms, buses. You know, they help collect all of the different things that our kids need to be able to be successful, whether it be snacks or water bottle. We took 3 or 4 water bottles and Gatorades per kid on the trip with us, and then obviously our booster president, her name is Patricia McKesson. She has done a phenomenal job. They arranged like 3 or 4 meals for us as well. Chick-fil-A here gave us a couple of meals this year, and they gave us some cookies and treats to take with us to state.
So when you say feeding the band a meal, you're talking how many kids?
140 kids plus all the staff and chaperones, and you know, it's a meal easily for 175 people.
So
3 or
you
4
had
times.
sponsors step up and say, we want to feed the band at
Definitely
175 people.
Definitely have. I mean, it's an expensive endeavor to take
It's
the
not
band
cheap.
anywhere. I mean,
No.
we take 3 charter buses and 50 hotel rooms and 4 meals for almost 200 people, 175 people. It was more than that actually, because we fed them 4 times just Saturday. We fed them another time Sunday as well.
Wow.
So
awesome.
you know, it's like I said, it's a massive endeavor. It takes a village. I say that every time we have an event, and it is ridiculously true. Like, I may be, you know, the director of bands, but I certainly don't do everything and can't do everything. I mean, there's no success in this without the village that it takes to be successful.
Who's your staff that helps you?
So we have a pretty incredible staff. A lot of them are guys that have still been around. You know, they've been around since Mr. Elliott. Our drum staff, I did hire a power couple, the Lesters, Michael Lester and Cassidy Lester, and they're the percussion head people. And then we have Phil Smith and Danny Wilson are the percussion staff, and then we have our color guard staff, Phil Ledford, who works at the high school. He is kind of like our overall visual person. We had an ETSU student named Sam Burleson, another alumni, Courtney Bowers, and we had a choreographer that would come about once a week from Knoxville to write some stuff for the kids and then help teach it. His name is Jacob Stanberry. We had and then a couple of WIN staff, Haley Jarnigan, who's an alumni, and Alina Weatherly, our student teacher. She also helped her out. So it's a pretty massive endeavor, like I said, and we can't do anything without the staff because there's so many kids and they're all doing so different things. It's pretty incredible.
See if I can read the front of this real quick before he takes off. He's got to get back. Let's see. Avondale Partners Tennessee State Division II Marching Band Championship Governor's Cup in Elizabethton, Tennessee for 2021.
Indeed.
2022, I'm sorry, for 2022. And almost got it last year. And this is the 5th time we brought it home.
Indeed.
Wow.
5th time. Yeah, all those are over here.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I just want to hold on to it. I don't want to give
Excited.
it. I don't want him to take it back. But he's got to take it back. But where will this be displayed, by the way?
We don't know yet. I don't know that I have a place big enough for it out in the school without it, you know, putting it in any harm's way. We might have to try to find some place in the commons we can put it.
Oh, absolutely. With a spotlight
in the
on it or something.
cafeteria. Yeah, we've got a trophy collection of BOA trophies in the cafeteria. But I don't know. I'd have to find out where they normally put this when they get to keep it. So we'll see if we can find some place for it.
It's a happy problem to have.
Yeah.
Got to find a room for a state championship trophy.
know.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good, man.
Yep.
So proud of this guy. One of the cool things about doing this show is making friends like Jonathan Valentine, and of course they are incredibly cool. And it's really, in closing, I think this speaks for all the bands in our area. I know we hear about Dobbins Minutes Band, how big it is, and how strong they are, and all the parades Leif Cook takes them, and you know, and that's not slighting any of the bands, but when you think about bands in this area, at least to me, I always think of the DB band because they're so big. First off, they're big as the Pride of the Southland band at Tennessee, but they're always going to these different parades and so, and they go and win lots and lots of trophies and awards. And so on a smaller scale, simply because of numbers, now you have to think Elizabethton too. You got to throw them into the mix.
I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would definitely hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, we've finished within a couple places of Dobyns Bennett every time we've been with them. You know, we got second to them last year at Western Carolina, got fourth behind them, their first place at Johnson City this year. And I mean, there's no doubt they're incredible. They're a nationally known band program, one of the best band programs in America. But hopefully, you know, people will
in the same sentence.
Yeah,
so DB and Elizabeth
will consider us to be, you know, an up and coming potential
powerhouse,
next
national
powerhouse. Hopefully, we'll see.
Now, last question: as a music guy, when Elizabethton wins and DB does their thing, does that bring interest to band programs across Northeast Tennessee? Go, oh gosh, Elizabethton won the state championship. You know, I know in basketball, or you know, when DB wins a basketball championship, oh, everybody wants to play ball in Kingsport. When the Cyclones win a football championship, I think it elevates the sport. Would that be the same in the band, the music?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there haven't been a lot of, I don't know where a lot of these schools are that have been around. I've heard of all of them, like Adamsville, Page, Gibson County. I don't know where a lot of these bands are or what a lot of these schools are. But I mean, the name that I heard recently that was affectionately given to the Betsy band was the Beast from the East.
There you go.
And being able to bring it to East Tennessee definitely helps help raise the profile of a lot of the East Tennessee bands.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But it's like you're gonna make everybody get better. I think so, and it's a testament to the music around here too. So, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
and always promoting the band.
Oh, I'm all about it. All about music, not just here. I mean, I just think it's cool. I'm a music dude anyway, and I love the bands and music. And so he asked me, and it was a privilege, and I told him that. It wasn't being syrupy, but it was a privilege to MC that event. We had the band competition, and we'll have another one next year too, right?
That's the plan, yes.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take us back home and across the street and put it somewhere where it can be prominently displayed. And
we will.
And I'm sure there's some celebrations coming up and some acknowledgments. And
absolutely.
Yeah. And
We're
they deserve
just getting
it.
started.
Just getting going. Yep. All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back again. Jonathan Valentine, the director of the state champion Betsy Band, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We need your help. We're looking for students who want to be better. Better than the competition, better than their future coworkers, better than they were yesterday. We need students willing to step up and out of their comfort zone and be a leader. Not specifically a business leader, but a leader that can be counted on when adversity strikes. A leader who will strive to make the best of an opportunity that won't always be there. A leader who will chase a dream that won't chase you back. Any students who are interested, please join us. We'll be in room 38 waiting. Let's do this.
Join FBLA, we have beef sticks!
My name is Michael Vance, Vice President of Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Advanced Heat Pump Systems has been open and providing service for over 35 years. The services we provide are installation and service of home heating and cooling systems. Our company's goal is to provide quality service for our customers. The reason you should hire Advanced Heat Pump Systems is because we offer a dependable, quality, trained technician to service your heating and air conditioning. It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
I work at the Chick-fil-A.
I go to that Chick-fil-A all the time.
He came to the drive-thru. Before I can give him his change, he drove away. It was a month before he came back in.
Marcus hands me this envelope, and it's like $3.
I kept it in my back pocket for over a month.
That's crazy. I'm just like pretty stunned.
She's like, dude, you serious? What?
Appreciate the $3, man. And we found out we both play trumpet.
And back with the Tom Daly Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. It's going to do it again. Man, what a show. Goodness, had a lot of folks on today. Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home, Rick Anderson, and Shelley from the Boys and Girls Club. We had Leslie on from Sycamore Shoals. Go just from memory. Sean Whitnett, football coach of the Cyclones, of course. We had Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home. We had Jonathan Valentine, the band director just now, of course, the Betsy Band. Leaving off somebody. Oh, Serena Miller from the Loaves and Fishes Ministry. Andrea Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union. So we'll be there tomorrow at her place. Our first stop at Northeast Community Credit Union. We'll be there broadcasting live tomorrow. Wednesday will be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. And then Thursday we'll be at Lingerfeld Drug. Yep, we'll be at Lingerfeld on Thursday this week. Friday at a Food City to be determined. Because Friday we're going to take the highway. It's audio only, as we told you. But we don't get a chance to do video coming up Friday night. Audio only. The Cyclones in Anderson County won't matter. Audio's better than not at all the way I look at it. So we're looking forward to being down there on Friday to bring you the Cyclones in Anderson County. Second round of the TSSAA football playoffs. Winner will move on. Loser will go home. The winner will play the winner of Gibbs and Greenville. If the Cyclones can win and Gibbs would win, I think we'd be at home. If Greenville wins and we win, we'll be in Greenville next Friday night. Big ifs. Anderson County says, you're not going to beat us, and I understand that. That's the way they should think. If they didn't think that way, there'd be something wrong. So their modus operandi is to win their game, move on to the quarterfinals, or what it'll be. And our modus operandi is to do the same, to win and go to Greenville for the quarterfinals next Friday night a week. But there's a lot of football between now and then, to say the least. So out of time. We sincerely thank you for your time. Back at it tomorrow. We're going to be joined by Zach Benfield, head football coach of the Cloudland Highlanders tomorrow. O'Brien Bennett's going to join us this week from Unaka. Also going to be joined by Coach Lunsford from the Hampton Bulldogs coming up this week. Sam Haney from Science Hill is going to join us, talking about the Hilltoppers and their encounter with the Farragut Admirals coming up Friday night. So I think, did I get that right? I'm pretty sure it's Farragut. Yep, I did. So all that coming up over the next couple of days. Again, tomorrow at Northeast Community Credit Union, first stop there. Looking forward to being there tomorrow, hanging out with the folks. Again, please bring peanut butter. We're going to be at the one in behind the high school, that branch. Please bring me peanut butter. We've got jars there already stacked up. Please bring peanut butter. Please bring Pop-Tarts, anything non-perishable, we're going to send it right on to the Loaves and Fishes Food Pantry and the ministry outreach here, serving 700 families in Carter County. So please consider doing that tomorrow. We already got some peanut butter dropped off here today. Thanks to Daryl and Linda Wagner. Love it. Thank you very, very much for doing that. And so we will, there she is, Dinah Hilton from Double C Western Supply here, one of our great sponsors. So back tomorrow again. Thanks for being with us on this Monday. Enjoy this beautiful fall day. Somebody texted me, wanted to know what the weather's going to be like, and I told them, you're not going to believe, well, yeah, I'm going to believe it's November. The hills of East Tennessee, it's going to change. See what we got here. I'll tell you real quick our forecast for the next 3 or 4 days. Let's see here. Tomorrow, 74, sunny. Wednesday, 70, sunny. Thursday, partly cloudy, 70. Friday, rain, 68. Saturday, breezy, 52 for your high. Sunday, welcome to fall. Your high on Sunday, 43 here in the Tri-Cities. Overnight lows is going to be your overnight lows 40s today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. 50s on Thursday night. 40s on Friday night, then it drops like a rock. Overnight lows on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday in the 20s and 30s. So, but you know what? It's November. It's supposed to be. Psalms 107:8 to wrap it up. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for men. Psalms 107:8. The verse of the day here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, thank you for being with us. Can't thank you enough. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Rejoining you tomorrow from Northeast Community Credit Union. Show number 1735 in the books on this 7th day of November. Tomorrow is Election Day, as we said. Don't care who you vote for. It's none of my business, of course, but I would ask you and plead with you to please go out and vote. It's a big election for this country. How you vote, the Lord's still on the throne either way, no matter who wins tomorrow. But please get out and vote. If you don't vote, you can't complain. It's just that simple. You have the freedom and the opportunity to vote tomorrow. If you don't vote, then you can't complain about what happens after that. Just can't. If you had a chance to do it, you didn't, shame on you. So please consider voting tomorrow. Again, for Election Day, the midterms for tomorrow, which would be November the 8th, 2022. See you tomorrow. Northeast Community Credit Union. So long from Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth, and more we tell you, as always, bloom where you plant it, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1735 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show today, live here at Chick-fil-A